so much. This is the East Middle School Beginning Band, comprised of first-year players, and our first tune is Celebratory Fanfare. So, not only is tonight our final performance of the year, but it is our awards ceremony. I like to make sure that I give out the awards at the concert so that you guys can be here. I know not everyone can take off of work during the school day and come to that awards ceremony, but I will make sure to recognize these students again in front of their peers. So, the first awards I'm going to give out right now is for the Most Improved Musician. Show of hands. That was way better than day one, right? Yes, please give them a round of applause. Fantastic. I told you, stick with me. They'd be a completely different band by Christmas, and they'd be totally different by the spring, and they are. So this award that I'm going to give out to these students, I ask that you hold your applause until I'm finished with all of them, and we can recognize them all at the same time. So, without any further ado, Most Improved Musician Awards go to Thomas Maggard, LaRon Jackson, Gabe Hodkin, Mason Fritz. Please come get your award. Okay. Malin Castillo and Zaira Torres. Please give all of these students a round of applause. The next tune that we're going to perform for you is an old spiritual. It is composed by Robert W. Smith, and it is one of my favorite hymns, It Is Well. awards that I will be passing out tonight is for the most supportive musicians. These students were always dependable, someone who was a real leader in their section and was always willing to go above and beyond what I asked them to do. All of my students work hard, and I'm very proud of everyone, but these kiddos really kind of stuck out. So, again, if we can hold our applause until the end, we'll honor them all at the same time. Portia Johannes. Mickey Santillan. Xander Youngblood. Jacob Bayer. Philip Deo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe your parents want to take a picture of you. Stand up here. I said Philip Dow, I apologize. Jacob Bayer. All right, thank you, Philip. He keeps me in line. Jacob Bayer, Olivia Williams, and Kaylee Martin. Let's please recognize all of those kiddos. Of the beginning band concert, I do have one last set of awards to go out, and these are for the most outstanding woodwind player, most outstanding brass player, and most outstanding percussionist. So, without any further ado, most outstanding woodwind for beginning band this year is awarded to Miss Lily Hance. Most outstanding brass goes to Megan Meeker. And finally, most outstanding percussionist is awarded to Caitlin Young. So our final tune, the kids always talk about, they're like, oh, the music you pick is angry, dark and angry. I don't know, it just appeals to me. I tell them that my favorite color is black, like my soul. But no, I'm kidding. So, they really loved this tune, and they worked really hard to be able to perform this selection tonight. And so I just want to thank all of these students. The last 2 weeks have been crazy. I don't know if you've known, I'm sure they've told you, they've been math testing, right? And so they've been stuck in a classroom all day. They haven't even been in band for like 2 weeks. My stress level has been like here, okay? But I just want to say how proud I am of each and every one of these students on the stage for the commitment that they've spent day in and day out for this last year. They're fantastic. I love each and every one of them, and I'm honored to be in front of them. So, concluding our performance, they will exit the stage, and then we'll have the middle school band coming up. And so, we hope you enjoy Dark Fortress. Any guess as to what song that was? Okay, good. Star Wars. Okay. All right. So, keeping in line, thank you. As Mr. Craven said, the group before you is not only a concert band, but we also perform marching band. And so we performed in the MSSU parade this year, and yes, we did win Best Overall Band. So yeah. We also had the privilege of marching together, united as a complete Joplin Middle School band, which was phenomenal, and we were gigantic, and I think we got an award for that too. Everybody together collectively, and also we did the same thing at the Christmas concert, and again, our Joplin Middle School bands earned the Best Talent Award at the Christmas concert. So let's give all of the Joplin Middle School bands a round of applause. So as if that wasn't enough, we're constantly preparing for a new parade. We play different music at each parade because the band directors and we all think that's fun. And we like to stress ourselves out. And so not only did we have that, but we prepared for a Christmas concert. And then we also, when your student becomes in the middle school band, they have the opportunity to compete for the junior high district honor band. So if you were one of the students who auditioned this year for junior high honor band, would you please stand and be recognized for your efforts? If you auditioned, if you went to the audition process. If my numbers are correct, last year, you may be seated. Last year, we only had 6 people audition and 3 students made it. This year, I was privileged to take over 21 students, and 14 of those students made it this year. So I would like to honor those kiddos for their hard work in making the junior high all-region or all-district honor band. So I'm going to call them. So if you are maybe 7th grade, if you were in the 7th grade junior high honor band, please come forward and get your award and your medal. So Carlos Palma, first chair trumpet in the junior high 7th grade band. Isaiah Sportsman, 3rd chair. 3rd chair. Cielo Martinez, flute, 2nd chair? 7th chair? 7th, okay, doesn't matter. Liza Gutierrez, trombone section, 10th chair. Jalen Sangdal. It makes me nervous. Okay. Clarinet, 2nd chair. Emily Lansoff, 1st chair clarinet in the 7th grade honor band. 4th chair, Prince, for French horn. And then Zane Berghalter, 1st chair tuba player in the 7th grade honor band. Let's honor all of those students. Now I would like to recognize the 8th graders who made the 8th grade junior high honor band. Would you guys please come forward at this time? Ella Vincent, 2nd chair, flute. Twelfth chair, trumpet, Xavier Allen. 5th chair, clarinet, Nolan Hand. 6th chair, alto saxophone, Ian. 8th chair, French horn, Eric Nelson. Let's give those students a round of applause. The next group of awards, and these are probably my favorite to give because I just love seeing the transformation that takes place from some of these students from their first day in band. And then it's been really nice this year picking these awards because I've now had these students for 2 years. So I've been able to see them grow over the last 2 years. So I'm going to award our most improved musicians for the middle school band. If you will please come forward, accept your certificate, and then stand up here so maybe your parents can take a picture of you, and then we'll clap for everyone at the same time. Bree Weathers. Jacob Reynolds. Liza Gutierrez. Malachi Hayden. Logan McLean. Yes. Joshua Pratt. And McKinley Watkins. Sorry, moms, I tried. Joshua and McKinley. set of awards is again following suit with the same awards that I gave out for the beginning band, is the most supportive musician. So without any further ado, Cielo Martinez, Ella Vincent, Jalen Sandal, Ian Whaley, Isaiah Sportsman, Trevor Elias, and Zane Burkhalter. Let's give those students a round of applause. This is actually quite a difficult job. I hate picking awards because I just wish I could give them all an award, but that's not the kind of person that I am. I am not a fan of participation trophies. I'm a fan of if you work hard, you get what you get, and you don't cry about it. But I get anxiety over this because I want to give them all an award because I just love them all so much. So, this year, when I was picking the most outstanding musician awards for woodwind, brass, and percussion, I thought, it's really not fair for me to compare apples and oranges, 7th graders versus 8th graders. Because really, shouldn't the 8th graders be better than the 7th graders? Naturally, that's just how they matriculate. So, this year I've decided to award the most outstanding 7th grade in each section, and the most outstanding 8th grader in each woodwind, brass, wind, and percussion section. So, and we will give a round of applause for each one of these students so that they can be honored. For most outstanding, I'm already nervous because, they all mean so much to me, is 7th grade woodwind, I'll finish that thought, Emily Lansall. Say 8th grade. I'm going to pull an audible. I'll stick with 7th graders. And most outstanding 7th grade brass player is Carlos Palma. And most outstanding 7th grade percussionist goes to Manny Garcia. I would also like to thank and recognize Manny. He filled in, I don't know if y'all saw him performing with the beginning band, but we had a young man who could not make it with us tonight, and so I called him in during 3rd period and I said, hey, learn this part. Okay, yay, I'll see you tonight. So, another round of applause for this young man. And finally, the most outstanding 8th grade awards. Now, most outstanding 8th grade woodwind goes to Nolan Hams. And most outstanding 8th grade brass. And it's really funny because these last two gentlemen, whoops, I kind of gave it away. My bad. Nolan plays percussion, and that's what he originally played. And then last year he said, I'm bored of that. I'd like to play something else. And I said, okay, you can play clarinet. So Nolan performs on marching instruments for me during marching band, and plays percussion, and he played tenors this year, and then comes in during concert season and plays clarinet. And this next young man, he also kind of wanted to push himself musically. And so for marching band, it's kind of funny they swapped. He plays alto saxophone, and then for concert band, I said, hey, I need you to play French horn for me. And so he was only playing French horn for less than 6 months before he made junior high honor band, which was fantastic as an 8th grader. And so this final outstanding brass / I could also say woodwind goes to Eric Nelson. And then our 8th grade percussionist award. This young man has worked really hard. And since I came in here, he said that he struggled with maybe knowing all the rudiments and all the things that were required to play in percussion. And he came to almost every sectional after school, and then he'd go to sporting practices. And I'm really proud of the strides that he's made in the last 2 years as a percussionist, and I'm honored to give this award to Isaiah Kindred. Our final tune for their performance is titled Moscow 1941. And this is a tune written by Brian Balmages. And fair warning, it's about to get loud. It's about the war, and so a lot of the things that you're going to hear are to emulate the bombs going off during that time. So lots of heavy percussion section and some cool things with trumpets playing straight mutes and some horn riffs. This will conclude their performance tonight, and then we have a finale that we are going to ask all of the beginners to come up on stage and perform as one 6th through 8th grade mass band.